Good evening. Our top story tonight, this shocking video of a car chasing down and running over a man in front of children. An 8th grader who recorded the attack spoke to KENS 5 about the terrifying moments.
Eyewitness News reporter Henry Ramos joins us live in West San Antonio. And Henry, did the man survive?
Well, Deborah, police have not released that information, but we do know he was taken to the hospital. Now, this video has been shared all across social media, and here's what is especially troubling. It appears to be no accident. Well, tonight, the student who saw it all happen, she says she's traumatized. A reckless driver caught the eyes of Kalia Anguiano.
The car starts making donuts around the trees and trying to hit him.
Just seconds later,
Oh my God!
the video is too graphic. We can't even show you.
Because he went like this, legs, and then he went to the floor, and then he ended up jacking him.
She says the driver took off and the man was taken to the hospital.
I kept on looking back, did I really just, I was just shaking and I couldn't walk.
This all happened in front of the Meadow Cliff Community Center, a place where kids go after school.
The most important thing to really stress to viewers is that this incident did not involve students, staff, or parents from Jones Middle School.
Jones Middle School is literally right next door. A Northside ISD spokesman says administrators reached out to parents of the students who saw the incident. He says the school also provided counseling.
Oh my God!
Kalia says even though she spoke with a counselor, she can't stop thinking about the horrifying ordeal.
I really don't care what he did, but for that person to run him over, it's not that deep. Nothing is that deep in front of kids.
San Antonio police did respond to the incident, but didn't tell us that the preliminary information was available, the report itself, so we do not know if the driver was arrested. Reporting in West San Antonio, Henry Ramos, KENS 5, Eyewitness News.
Henry, thank you for that update. Also new tonight, a first grade teacher charged with touching students in a